Hey, what's up you guys? It's Simon. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to yet another studio vlog and also another day of me wearing a hoodie because my hair will not cooperate with me. The longer that it gets longer, the more my hair grows, the more it is difficult to deal with it. It's very much in a stage where I hate it every single day, but it's also at a length where there's nothing that I can do to make it any better. It's also at a length where I'm starting to get super hot because I have incredibly thick hair and I can't put my hair up because it's too short, so I can't relieve any of that heat, so I'm just stuck boiling alive, and it's great and so much fun. Speaking of things that are actually fun, something happened. So today is technically March 28th, and this is going in April's studio vlog because I've already finished up like filming and editing for March, but something happened at the tail end of March, obviously, because that's when it is as I'm filming this, but something happened at the end of March that I was just way too excited to wait until April to start filming and working on, and that is a NoIssue collab. NoIssue is one of those brands that is on my like dream list of like people that I want to, sorry I keep switching my arms, like my arm is so tired, but anyways, NoIssue is one of those brands that is on like my dream list of people that I would want to collaborate with, because there's so many artists that I look up to and admire that have worked with them before, like Shoe and Catnip and Apple Cheeks and just all of these amazing artists. But yeah, I'm so excited to work with them, so I'm going to show you guys what I have going on for that little project because I literally cannot wait to start working on it. Okay, so this is what I've got going on so far. So they offered to send me some of their NoIssue cards, as well as some rolls of their smaller tape. I don't know why it keeps going out of focus. Please stay in focus. But yeah, so I thought for the NoIssue cards, I would go with thank you cards because I accidentally deleted the design that I already had. You guys might have seen it in the studio vlog that was before the one that was before this, so like 2 studio vlogs back. I think it was studio vlog 3 where I designed some thank you cards, and I never saved the image because I just kept telling myself like, hey, it's in Procreate, so I can just always print it directly from Procreate. And then Procreate got deleted and deleted all my files, as you guys already know, which means I lost that design. So I thought rather than, recreating, well, yes, I'm recreating, but rather than doing the exact same design, I would do something a little different and again, make these thank you cards because the ones that I have are gone. So, yeah, this is the design that I have for it so far. It's kind of just like, not elegant per se, but I wanted something really like, I'm having so much trouble coming up with words to describe this, but like just like a soft, like calming sort of vibe. I don't want to say it's necessarily like cottagecore or anything like that. It doesn't really have a particular aesthetic. I just know that I wanted to go with like this really flowy character and like a nice like layered tank top t-shirt type combo, and then I'm going to keep the tones really earthy. I know the background I want to be like this brownish purple like taupe-ish color, and then I was thinking of maybe doing like blonde for the character, but I might not, just because kind of the way that I'm imagining it in my head, she's kind of starting to look a little bit like Aurora, like as in Disney Sleeping Beauty kind of type thing. So I might change up her hair a little bit so that it gives off less Sleeping Beauty vibes, especially with the sort of layered top that I have her in. But I know like I cannot get the image of that like nice brownish color out of my head, so it's definitely going to be really earthy, nice tones for that, and I'm really excited to start painting that. The next thing that we have is the tape, and the tape was actually like super hard for me to come up with an idea for, because of course, as you guys already know, my style is very I would say like detailed and like painterly. which is something that's not really going to come across very well on such a small scale. I might be, here, let me see. Yes. So it has the size of the tape. It's 5 centimeters by 38 centimeters. And with the bleed, I think it's this 7 centimeters by 40, which is small. So to do a really detailed design like I would normally for such a teeny tiny roll of tape, it's not going to translate well. It's going to be super pixelated. It's going to look really weird. So I thought I would just go with something a little bit more simple, a little bit more stylized, kind of like my doodly stuff that I do for like mini comics and things like that. And yeah, so I think I might change this just a little bit because I thought the floating head was a little bit weird. I might like throw myself in like a hoodie or like a turtleneck, because that is what I've been wearing all of the time now. It is getting warmer. Yes, I am suffering. No, I will not stop wearing them. But yeah, I thought it would just be cute to kind of just add a little bit more of the torso in there. Not too much, of course, because again, it is such a small scale, so I don't want to add too many teeny tiny details that would make it so that it was hard to read. And then over here, I just thought it would be really cute to do like sort of hands holding up an envelope. It's not focusing, there it goes, as if it was kind of like holding up your package, and then there's a little heart because, you know, I love you guys and you're the best. So I thought that would be really cool to add. And then I just wanted to put these little leaves in there because I kind of felt like it was there just wasn't enough space being taken up. I'm kind of, with both of these things, straying a little far away from what my normal, like, I guess you could say branding colors are, which would be yellow and blue, because my hair is no longer blue. Yellow is still my favorite color, but when it comes to my illustrations lately, I've just been gravitating towards like browns and pinks and blues and grays and stuff like that. Greens even. So it's definitely a little bit more towards what I've been creating recently rather than what I am usually doing for that. But I do want to tie in I think some yellow and blue somewhere, so I am gonna have to figure that out because I still want it to be recognizable as like my work, which is gonna be fun. So of course the April Patreon theme is currently being voted on. It's already finished voting as you guys are seeing this, but every single month towards the middle and end of the month I put up a poll for you guys to vote between 2 different themes for the month so that you guys can kind of control what it is exactly that you guys want to see for the stickers and the prints and the wallpapers and all of that. And I picked April showers because of course, like everybody knows that it's April. And then the other theme was actually party because it is my birthday month as well. So I was not expecting it to get any votes, but it is actually currently winning as I am filming this. So I thought I would start kind of brainstorming, and I've got like what I kind of think of when I see or when I hear about parties, specifically birthday parties, because again, it's my birthday. It's not quite my birthday, but it will be very soon. So yeah, I just started sketching those out, and I made this little clown sticker. Obviously, it's not a sticker yet. I'm still kind of, as you can see, planning out the color scheme and things like that, but I think this is going to be a good solid base for how I want the clown sticker to look. I want her hair to be like super big, super poofy. Specifically, I saw like this really cute clown with like a frizzy pink bob, which I thought was adorable, but after doing that and then having, you know, her pink lips and cheeks and kind of like pinkish purple hat, I realized that it was quite a bit of pink, so I'm thinking of maybe doing like a blonde or an orange or a gradient of some sort. But overall, I really like her makeup, I like her expression, I like her little poofy hair, and I'm super excited to turn her into a sticker. I also tried to make this confetti balloon, as you guys can clearly tell. Well, maybe not clearly tell because it didn't really come across. It was not looking as cute or as well, or like it wasn't coming across properly, probably because I didn't have quite the values that you'd see in a confetti balloon. Specifically, I was looking at a gold metallic one, but also like a rainbow one, so this just kind of looks like a bunch of circles, but if I had proper values, you'd be able to tell that it is confetti, hopefully. But I just didn't think that was cute enough for a sticker, especially not like if I was going to be selling this individually on my Etsy shop. I try to make it so that all of the stickers work well on their own, but this one I feel like it really only works as part of a set, and that it's definitely not something that I wanted to do. So I moved on to maybe doing happy and sad clowns, although I'm not really sure if that's something that I'm going to do. Something that I'm super excited about. The bush that's outside my window is gonna start flowering soon. I think I can see a lot of little buds. I missed when it bloomed last year because of how my desk was set up. You couldn't actually see this window. It was covered up by the hutch of the desk that I used to have, and now that the one that I'm using doesn't have that, I'm gonna be able to see it this year, and I'm really excited because this bush is so beautiful. I used to be able to see it when I first started this YouTube channel. This is also where my desk used to be when I started that, so I'm just really excited. I think it's gonna be really nostalgic and also really inspiring to work on, so I'm very, very excited for that. Okay, what is up, you guys? It is April 1st today, I believe. I'm just working on editing the oh my gosh, the like redrawing your guys' art video. I just wanted to come on here because I needed to ask for some of your opinions. My wrist is messed up. Yesterday was atrocious. Every single time I did even the slightest of movements, like I remember specifically one that seemed so dramatic to me. I put my hands on my hip while I was speaking, and like a jolt went through my wrist, and it was so painful. So the problem is this wrist brace, as you can see, I can't move my fingers in the way. I cannot move my wrist, which is good because, you know, it keeps my wrist sturdy, it keeps it in place, but I cannot draw like this. So I was wondering if you guys have any braces that you use that help like keep your wrists sturdy, but also like you can move your hand so that I can still work when I need to, you know, wear my brace and stuff like that. I have been trying to do stretches. I'm very fond of like the just shake your hand and like flap it around kind of stretch when you're illustrating. But my wrist is not, that's not working anymore. So if you guys have any recommendations for wrist braces that you use that you like, please let me know because I really need some help here. Okay, so really quickly, this is how the sticker is coming out. It's actually like way more saturated than it's showing up on camera. It's showing up really, really desaturated. But I just wanted to show you guys a little bit about what I'm working on because I am doing like a little bit of a different style. I'm probably going to go for something that's really painterly for the stickers this month just because I felt like doing that. I can't say I'll do the same for the print or the download, but I did want to experiment with the stickers since they're small, and I thought it would be really fun. But I also wanted to point out that I'm watching My Hero, and I'm watching it dubbed because I cannot watch like subbed anime because it, like, if I'm doing something in the background and I miss something, I don't speak Japanese, so I don't know what happened, and that leads to me having to rewatch entire episodes. But anyway, the reason that I wanted to point out that I'm watching My Hero is because I'm currently on season 4, and I just realized that I started this season from the middle of it instead of like the ending. So spoilers, if you haven't seen it, I basically started from the school festival was when I started season 4, and I was like, wait a minute, because I watched the very last episode of season 3 today, and I was like, why are they all talking about their work studies? We didn't see that. Does that just happen off camera? That seemed like they were really building up to talking about their work studies. And then Ari was there, and I was like, did I like miss the episode where we meet her? Because I don't really understand anything that's ever gone on with Ari. I don't know what her whole deal is, but she's very adorable. I love her so much. And then I kind of realized, like, okay, after watching like the entirety of the school festival arc, I was like, maybe I should go back and see if I missed a couple episodes. I missed an entire intro worth of episodes. Like, I'm talking, this intro was not the one that I started with. I started at a whole new opening is what I started with. So I missed quite a few episodes, and now I have to go back and watch them all from the beginning. So that's really fun. Okay, so quick little mini story time. As you guys can see, I got a new phone. I didn't intend to get a new phone, however, I did need to like actually get minutes and stuff. I needed to be able to make calls, and I could not do that on my previous phone because for some reason, even though my friend bought it on Amazon unlocked, it actually was not unlocked. So I had to go and buy a new phone that I could get minutes on. So I decided to go ahead and get the iPhone 12 Pro because it looked like it had a really nice camera, and it does. You guys will see some clips of me messing around with that in a second. I wanted to do like an ASMR unboxing type thing, but I didn't end up being able to do that because the audio was just really bad. But then here is my home screen. I spent way too long editing the like layout, but I think it looks really cute. So you guys saw in that last clip that I got a new phone, and I just wanted to mess around with the camera a little bit and test the zoom, particularly because on my old Android that I used to film, if I zoomed in on video, it was like super grainy and blurry, and like, look at that. Oh my gosh, I literally am so excited to use this phone for more filming and stuff because that is incredible. This is how my April's going. Okay, so here is how the NoIssue cards are looking right now, and I just wanted to jump on and show you guys how this is looking because I actually am really proud, number one, of how this is turning out, but also I didn't really have a color scheme in mind for this illustration until I got the bright idea, and I don't know why I do this or never do this very often with my digital art, but I made like color studies. I took the sketch from here and pasted it into a new document and tested. I knew that this sort of like brownish purple gray color was going to be the background, so I kind of tried to select colors that would balance with that. So I have over here, I have like a bunch of different skin tones and like hair colors and things like that, and I finally settled on this sort of like kind of like lightly tan skin, kind of similar to how my skin tone is, I think, like how I draw myself. And then I did like this sort of brown to blonde sort of ombre thing, and then for the clothes I did like a purple sort of like mauve color. Just I wanted everything to be really neutral. When I had this in my head at first, I think I was really thinking of like this like white girl with blonde hair and like a white blouse and black tank top underneath it, and like I mentioned before, that is very much Sleeping Beauty vibes, and I didn't want to just draw Sleeping Beauty for this. I wanted it to be something that was a little bit different, and so yeah, I still wanted to go for the same vibe but a little bit of a different color palette. That way, like, you know, it's more interesting, and it also fits sort of the tone that I wanted a little bit more. So yeah, this is how it's coming along. I think I'm definitely going to be doing the actual painting portion off camera, because I just want to make sure that everything turns out exactly how I want it to. I very much like pressure myself to make everything perfect when it's on camera, so doing it off camera takes a little bit of the pressure off of me. But yeah, I'm really excited to finish this and hopefully show you guys the end result very soon. Okay, hi, future editing Simon here. So I am whispering because everybody is currently asleep or working. It is very early in the morning, but I just realized that I either misplaced or somehow forgot to film what the finished No Issue stuff looked like before I sent it off, you know, for the final product. So I'm gonna show you guys right now. So this is the sketch that you guys have already seen. Not much has changed for the thank you cards at all, but the tape design did change a little bit, and changed even more so in the final print. So I will show you guys what the tape looks like first. So here is the tape. As you can see, I ditched the flower, kind of changed the overall design up a bit. I've added some filler elements because once I got the main sort of bulk of things onto the template that No Issue provides, I realized that it very much was not filling up enough space. There was like all of these like, you know, bits over here where it just was pretty much empty space. There wasn't really much going on there, so I decided to throw in a pencil and some sparkles and a heart, and then of course I kept the leaves. I do wish I had done the leaves a little bit differently. I think they're kind of my default. I don't really know any other way to draw leaves. I still think they're very cute, but yeah, I'm really super stoked apart from that with how the tape turned out. I do think it's super adorable. I can't wait to show you guys what the finished one looks like, and then I will go ahead and show you the card design. So this one, like I said, it didn't really change very much. I totally forgot the heart. That was on me. I didn't mean to eliminate that from the design. I just totally forgot that I had it on there. And then for the overall like painting, I was kind of inspired by like the painterly look that I was doing for the April Patreon stickers and stuff like that, so that's what I went with. Of course, you can see a little bit of like some stylistic changes with like the eye and stuff like that, but I do really like how it turned out. I also did a couple of effects. I like did this little lighting thing. This wasn't intentional. I think I did like some kind of overlay layer, and then I like smudged it to do something, and then I kept it because I was like, that looks really cool. It looks like there's like a light leak of some sort, and I think it looks really cute and really pretty, so I did decide to keep that. And then I just added I don't know if you guys can tell on camera, but I added like a faint noise just to give it kind of like a more vintagey look, and I love how this turned out. I can't wait to show you guys again what the finished one looks like. Spoilers, they're very cute. Whoa. So I just finished filming my Procreate process video, and oh my god, I am so psyched with how this illustration turned out. It looks a lot better on camera actually than in person. It still looks good in person. Obviously, I do really like how it turned out. It's just that the camera is boosting that sort of like lighting effect that I was trying to go for like a golden hour kind of thing. I think it looks super cute. I really like it. It's very pretty. It looks exactly like kind of how I had it in my head when I was creating it, so I'm very psyched about that. I love this so much. You guys have probably already seen it on Instagram and on the video obviously, but I thought it would be fun to just kind of show you guys my reaction right as I'm finishing it up. I love it so much. I think it's super cute. I adore this so much. I can't believe like it actually worked. So I'm working on this right now. I've had this planned as like a print for the longest time. Like I'm talking since maybe like February, but I think I'm actually gonna go ahead and do this as the sticker for Patreon because I can't really think of what I want to do with the background, and also I just really like the shape of like how it's cut off at the neck and like how the hair is looking and flowing. And I also am just really enjoying like working on this like as an idea of a sticker. Like I just keep imagining like what it's gonna be like to cut it out on the Cricut, and I'm having a lot of fun working on it. So I think I'm going to do like a little mini speed paint in here of just me working on it until it's finished, because if I am this excited about working on it, then maybe you guys will also enjoy seeing me work on it.
1, 2, 3, funk it. My darling, I love you, 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 I l
Okay, I don't know if this is happening to anybody else, but Design Space has been so weird for me. So I finally finished the sticker that I was working on. I'm really excited about it. I cannot wait to actually get it printed. But I keep having this thing where it either like won't load in Design Space, or it's like having issues sending it to print, or like loading the mat. It just will load for a really long time. Like it was probably on that loading screen for like 2 minutes. And it also acted like it had already printed the thing. and it hasn't, so I had to click reprint because like it never sent it to the printer. It never even brought this menu up. It was just like loading, 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 reprint, and I was like, why reprint? It never printed, period. So yeah, and then just like even loading images into Design Space has been taking a really, really long time. So if anybody else is having issues, please let me know. If not, I might need to like reinstall Design Space because it's so weird. I don't know why it's doing this. But hopefully I get that figured out. Anyways, look at the stickers. Oh my gosh, I can't wait till they're finished. Okay, so here is how the stickers turned out. I am really, really liking them so far. These are so freaking cute. I'll definitely have pictures up on Instagram by the time this is up and live. And speaking of pictures on Instagram, I got some like backgrounds. I think I was watching Made by Malin. She went into Michael's and found like these 1 foot like by 1 foot pieces of cardstock, just like a solid color. And previously I had this board that I had painted, you guys saw in either the last studio vlog or the one before that, and it just wasn't working. It was very textured, and it also was just a huge pain to kind of lug around because it is like a giant like 3 foot long board, so it was really annoying to kind of pull out every single time I wanted to take a picture. So instead I got this in a couple different colors. I can show you guys here in a little bit, but this is just like a minty sort of aqua one that I got, and I do really, really like how it's looking against the stickers and stuff like that. I can't wait to take pictures. The reason I got these was mainly so that I could revamp my Etsy shop and kind of like take some better pictures that are a little cuter, maybe fit the aesthetic of everything a little bit better. So yeah, I am really looking forward to that. Hopefully you guys will see a little bit of that in this video. Okay, so really quickly, I just wanted to show you guys a couple of the things I got from Walmart and Michael's for like product photos and things like that, that hopefully will be really, really nice. So this first one, both of these fake plants I got from Walmart because the ones at Michael's are so expensive and big. They're like giant flowers and they're like $5 each. And these are clearly much smaller, which will be really nice for like stickers and things like that, not to have something that's so gigantic. I also have this other one, but you guys have seen it before in previous product photos, so I don't need to show that one. Yeah, having them be a lot smaller and flatter as well is going to be, I think, really helpful. But I think these are just supposed to be like some baby's breath, so I have these, and then I think, I might be wrong, but these might be like eucalyptus or something like that. They're both fake, so it doesn't really matter what type of plant they are. I just got whatever I thought would look nice and accent products very well. Just stuff that's very neutral, doesn't have much color to it, but you know, has enough visual interest that it will look nice against the actual product. So the next thing that we have is going to be kind of hard to get out with one hand, but all of it is just cardstock. So there's this one that you saw that's kind of like this minty teal color. This next one is yellow. I tried to basically get pastel primaries, that way you know, any kind of color, or not color, any kind of product would look good against at least one of these three. So there is this yellow one, and then this pastel, kind of very light, like blushy pink. It looks white on camera, but in comparison to my bed, which looks pretty much gray on camera, my blanket is actually pretty dark pink, so you can kind of get an idea for what this is. It's basically just a really light neutral pink, not too bubblegummy or anything like that. This next one is just a white brick, because I thought if something, for example, was just really dark in color and didn't really have any sort of like one color that really goes well with it, having something that's white with a little bit of visual interest would really help. And then this last one, it was not at all for product photos. I just saw it and thought it was super cute. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it yet, but it's covered in these these little duckies. I thought it was super adorable. I am definitely not gonna photograph anything up against this because it is far too busy, but I might use it like, as an example. I did a 1-week sketchbook forever ago, like I'm talking almost 3 years ago, and I used this as like a pattern on somebody's outfit, so I might cut it out and do something like that. I literally have no idea what I'm gonna do with this, but it was just too cute, and it was only 79 cents. Like all 3 of these I think were either 79 or 80 cents, and they're just so nice. Oh, here you can definitely tell the colors a little bit better, so you can see that this is actually pink, and that these are more saturated. I don't know why changing the angle made it look more so how it actually is, but yeah, these are what I'm going to be using for product photos from now on. I'm really glad Malin put that in her vlog because I have so been looking for something like this, but had no idea where to find it. Michaels is the answer. Thank you, Michaels. Side note, I just want to stack all of these together, and there is no way all of these are 12 by 12. Look, the edges are lined up at the bottom, but they're all different. So if you're looking to like make like, I don't know, a giant like 12 by 12 sketchbook, they're not all the same size. I'm just using them for pictures, so that's not going to be an issue. But if you are someone looking for exactly like several 12 by 12 colored pieces of paper for some kind of project, it's a lie. It definitely is not all 12 by 12. Okay, so we are finally getting into it, the moment that I've been waiting for since the very beginning of this vlog. As you guys know, I've been working on this since late March, so it feels really good to finally be able to show you guys everything now that everything is all finished. One thing I do want to mention is that I did intend for this to be a sort of like first impressions unboxing type thing, but because I've been so excited about this, I did that thing where I sort of like ramble and don't really make any sense, but because of that same reason, that reason being that I am super excited about this, I wanted to make sure that I got everything that I wanted to say out, which is why I decided to opt for this little voiceover instead, so I hope you guys don't mind. But yeah, so first of all, if you haven't heard of NoIssue before, they're an eco-friendly brand that specializes in custom packaging. They've got a whole range of products from things like, of course, the tape and cards that I'm about to show you guys, but also like tissue paper, stamps, tote bags, and all sorts of other stuff. The best thing about NoIssue for me is that every part of the process is eco-friendly. Everything from the products that they make down to the packaging they ship it to you in is either compostable, recyclable, or reusable, which is why I think it is incredible. They even sent me an email after my order telling me how many trees they planted because of my order, which was an awesome thing to see. It was a lot of trees, by the way. Like, I think it was like 30-something thousand, and I was like, what? That's a lot. That's really cool. But speaking of the packaging, actually, I just wanted to mention that the packaging is adorable. You guys can see I'm messing around with one of the info cards here, and they were all so vibrant and colorful and just super cute. I also, of course, loved all of the doodles that were on both of the boxes that were inside, as well as the tissue paper that I'm holding up now. I just think it looks so cute. It's actually way more vibrant than it is on camera. It was like a bright teal. It was so pretty. I really love how it turned out, how it looked, but I do love how the products turned out. Anyways, another thing that I really liked about NoIssue was their customer service. Oh my god, these people were incredible. They were super responsive to questions, which is good because I had a lot of them. They were also really quick to tell me if there was like an issue that needed fixing, particularly with this tape. For some reason, like, the white kept disappearing when I was sending the file over. I also accidentally had merged it with the template at some point, so that made it like impossible for them to make it into the tape. And I also had this, like, you know, know the stripes in the background of the tape, the design didn't wrap around, so they were like really quick to like let me know like, hey, this isn't gonna, I don't know what the word for it is, the seam was off essentially, but I ended up actually liking how it looked with the seam being slightly off, so I went ahead and left it. But yeah, anytime something came up, whether it was like with the file type or something disappearing or the design not quite wrapping around, they were always quick to tell me when there was an issue, and they were also super patient, waiting for me to remedy the things that I needed to remedy on my end. So it was really, really nice to work with them, and overall a very pleasant experience on that end. So yeah, as you guys can see, of course, I ordered NoIssue's custom cards and water activated tape, and I will be showing these as well as a little tape demo in the next clip so you guys can see everything in further detail. But before we get into that, I just wanted to say that overall it was a very satisfying and extremely exciting experience. So thank you so much to NoIssue for sending these to me. I've luckily already had an opportunity to start using this packaging, and I literally cannot wait to start using it more. So yeah, let's get into that little demo. Okay, so like I said before, I just wanted to show you guys the products a little bit more close up and nicer than you saw them in the unboxing portion, as well as do a little bit of a demo of the tape just so you guys could see everything in a little bit more detail. So first thing I'm going to show you guys is the card, the custom cards, the print, whatever it is y'all want to call it. But yeah, I am so happy with everything that it turned out. You guys saw how I filmed earlier what it looked like on my iPad, and it might look a little bit washed out, but that is simply due to my phone. I'm still working out why it's making everything look washed out, but I promise you the colors are super accurate to what I sent them. They're very vibrant and very pretty. I am so happy about it, and again, the noise texture did not cause a single issue in printing. I think it looks awesome. And next up we have the tape. So fun thing about this tape is that it actually somewhere on here has a little pink seam, so you can see exactly where you need to cut in order to get, you know, the full design if that's something you're into, or you can just continue on with making it, you know, as long as you need to. Because my envelopes are rather small, I just cut along that line, and that is all I need. So I'm gonna do that off camera so I don't bump into you guys. And then the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm just gonna kind of move this water out of the way and line it up with the envelope that I have. I try to keep the thank you part kind of off center, and kind of center the part where it's like my head and the hands on the actual envelope, and maybe get both of the glitters off, but this is just to kind of guesstimate where I want to put it. In fact, I am going to scooch it a little bit closer to the bottom, and then all I have to do is wet this. So it's literally, it's just water activated. It's exactly how it sounds. Just dip their sponge in some water, and then as soon as you slide it across this, it starts feeling kind of tacky, kind of sticky. And the other good thing about this, oh, I made my desk wet. That's gonna be fun. I'll do it over here. The other fun thing about this tape is that it's actually just sticky enough that if you misplace it, you can peel it back up. The first time I did this, I actually had to do that several times, which was very, very fun. So move it so that the glitter is off to the side, and then just stick it down, and I fold it over onto the back, and there it is. I think it's super cute. It is just the right size for these envelopes. I think the design looks really nice, and again, the application process is very simple, and it really makes these like craft envelopes a lot nicer looking. They're a lot less or more interesting than just brown paper. So yeah, I am super thrilled with how these turned out. And then of course, if I was packaging an order, I would just slide this on inside. But yeah, this is what everything looks like, all nicely put together. I am super excited about these. I genuinely cannot wait to use these more. Okay, so bear with me. This next part is gonna be pretty quick and rambly because I have a lot to get through. But before we close off this vlog, I of course wanted to show off all of the Patreon rewards that I created both this month and last month because there was no studio vlog in April. But as you guys know, the shop update will be going live a couple of days after this vlog goes up. I will of course, as always, be making a community tab post as well as an Instagram post so you guys can see when those go live. But if you are interested at all in any of the April rewards, now would be the time to get them because the shop is actually going to be open for 3 or so days after the April rewards go up, because I will be going on a short hiatus to completely revamp the shop. I'm going to be rephotographing everything and like making it look a little bit nicer and a little bit more cohesive. So if you are interested in any of the things on the shop as well as any of the April rewards, now would be the time to get them because I do not know how long that revamp is going to take me. It very well might be until the end of June when the May stuff goes live. So if you're interested in any of the April things, again, now would be the time to get them. One other thing I want to say, if you have ever been interested in any of my earrings or my clay pins, now would also be the time to get them because they will not be going back up after this shop update, after the revamp. I'm completely removing all of them from the shop because I just don't want them on there anymore. They don't really match like the type of work that I've been creating lately, so I just don't think that it's very fitting to have them anymore. It just looks kind of clunky and kind of like unprofessional, I guess. Like it just doesn't match anything. They're also going to be heavily discounted, like I'm talking like $3 for the earrings, probably like close to $2 for the clay pins when they're normally like $12 and $9 respectively. So yeah, if you're interested in any of those, now would be the time to grab them because they are not coming back. But anyways, getting into the April Patreon rewards. So the theme was actually party, which I was very surprised by because I was not expecting anybody but me to care about my birthday because, as you guys know, I did turn 22 in April, and yes, that Taylor Swift song was stuck in my head all day. It was pretty good. But anyway, yeah, I wasn't expecting anybody else to care about my birthday, much less vote on it as a theme, but it actually ended up winning, so thank you to my patrons. That was really cool. You guys are really sweet. But yeah, so because of the party theme, I did end up sticking with that pink clown girl sticker that you guys saw from the sketch earlier. I did, of course, change a lot of things up with both the style and the overall design, but I did really like how it turned out. Rendering her hair was quite the process, but it was really fun. I think it turned out super cute. And I loved her design so much that I ended up making her like a little sister sticker with the sad clown, which was much easier to render because her hair was very nice and sleek and straight, so that was nice to work on. And then I ended up loving their design so much that I used them for the print as well. The print, like, because there's a digital download and a print. The physical print is the one with the gift boxes and cake and stuff like that. I like to print the digital downloads for these videos just because it's a lot easier to show you guys. I think it makes things a little bit more cohesive. So the digital download is actually the one with the candles and the birthday cake, and the colors are actually a little bit different on the actual digital download. If you guys go and look at it on the Patreon, it just printed a little bit darker. You should have seen the first iteration of this print. It was almost pitch black. So yeah, the colors are actually a lot more vibrant, a lot brighter in the actual design. It does have some darkness, but the actual design is much brighter, much more vibrant. But yeah, that is April's Patreon rewards. Okay, and now here we have the May theme. It was Mermay themed, obviously. I haven't officially done Mermay in like 2 years, including this year, but after working on all of the Patreon rewards for this month, I think I've already decided that I will be doing Mermay next year because I just had so much fun working on these illustrations. I think my favorite reward of this month is clearly a sticker. and it is the one with like kind of like the ombre hair and the fish bubble. That was part of a project that I told you guys I was working on, like an idea that I was really excited about, and initially I hadn't planned for it to be a sticker or a Patreon reward of any sort. I had just had like this kind of conceptual idea in mind, so finally bringing it to life and then also being able to make it into a sticker was super fun, and I think the design looks super cute. I'm like so pleased with this. Like I said, every month that I create a new Patreon reward, one of the stickers ends up being my new favorite sticker, so this is definitely my favorite one. And then of course there is like the kind of, I don't know if you can really tell, I don't know if it comes across, but I tried to make like a circus tank mermaid. I'd seen like a TikTok of, I believe it was like Una the mermaid, and she was just so cute swimming around in that little tank, and I was like, I have to do something similar. So yeah, that is what I ended up doing. I think it's super cute. I'm pleased with all of the colors and like kind of like the depth that I tried to make with like the water and her like sitting above it. I just think it looks super cool, and it was really fun. The next we have the digital download, which is the kind of mermaid sitting in the boba cup. I did intend for it to be like a sort of like Starbucks type thing because of course, you know, Starbucks's logo is a mermaid, but I ended up going with boba because I liked the green color scheme so much. I couldn't really figure out what liquid I wanted to do. I originally was gonna do like a brown like chai tea coffee type situation, and it just didn't look good, so I ended up experimenting with colors, and once I did the green, I was like, oh no, we gotta have a matcha mermaid, we gotta do this would be so cute. So that is what I ended up doing, and then I made it boba because I just felt like it needed like a little more something, a little bit more color down towards the bottom, and I think she turned out, again, of course, really cute. I actually really like the kind of like subtly pink background. I think it really makes like the greens pop. But yeah, painting the hair on this one was also really fun. It was not a process. It was pretty easy. In fact, I think it was like the easiest time I've ever had painting hair on an illustration in the longest time. So doing that and then also having it look like it has like some level of detail was really fun to do and really nice. And then the last thing we have is the print, which is that blue kind of like shiny glittery mermaid almost. I tried to make like some thin texture in her tail that was slightly different than the one that I did on the mermaid sticker. If you look really closely, you can see on the circus mermaid that she has a little bit of a what do they call that, a scaly type texture, but with the print, I wanted it to be a little bit more of like, not like skin, but also, yeah, kind of like skin texture. And I really like how all of the colors turned out on that one. It was all like kind of like a mix of like bluey green, and I still feel like they stand out really well against each other. In the video, it is kind of like offset on the print, but I promise the actual prints will not be offset. That blue, that circle will be centered. That was like an issue with my printer. I don't know why it did that. But yeah, those are May's Patreon rewards. Of course, as always, I want to say thank you guys so much for watching this vlog. It is very long. I don't know how it ended up so long. I had a lot to say. I guess it is 2 months worth of footage, so I guess it makes sense that it's longer than my normal vlogs. But I hope you guys enjoyed this roller coaster nonetheless. I also want to say a big shout out, thank you so much to my patrons. You guys are amazing. You are one of the biggest reasons that I am able to do this and that I feel like motivated to do this. So thank you so much to Elise Thompson, Duran, Mandy, Schleeps, Created by Twins, and Kruhi. You guys are seriously the best. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.